What's Adam LZ hiding from us? You might think you know everything about him, but there's a side of his story that's been kept quiet. From the moment he stepped into the spotlight, he seemed open. But what we found out goes way beyond what he ever shared. So, let's dive in and uncover the truth. Adam LZ wasn't born with a wrench in his hand, but it didn't take long before he was covered in grease and asking Santa for bike parts instead of toys. Born Adam Lazat Zeisler in a quiet Connecticut town that definitely did not scream future internet car icon, he grew up riding BMX bikes like his life depended on it. By the time most kids were still learning to ride in a straight line, Adam was filming tricks, building ramps, and dreaming of making it big on YouTube, all while juggling school, part-time jobs, and the intense grind of editing footage on a laptop that probably wheezed every time he exported a video. He wasn't rich, didn't have sponsors, and no, his parents weren't secretly funding his hobbies with trust fund cash. Instead, Adam did what any future legend does. He started small. Think GoPro duct taped to a bike and free editing software small. His BMX channel exploded during high school, turning into a full-blown brand, while most teens were just trying to pass algebra. But Adam wasn't just about flips and tricks. He had the kind of obsessive, detail-loving brain that gets bored easily. So when the BMX rush started to cool down, he pivoted. Not slowly, not cautiously. He went full throttle into cars. Because apparently filming 360 tail whips wasn't risky enough, he decided to film himself drifting a 700 horsepower turbo monster around corners like he had a death wish. And the internet couldn't look away. But none of that would have happened if Adam hadn't first spent his early years grinding, failing, learning, and basically building a DIY media empire from his bedroom. Kid from Connecticut, BMX bike. No handouts, just hustle. Before Adam LZ was revving up drift cars or selling out merch drops faster than a Supreme hoodie, he was strumming a guitar? Us and I, yep. At 15, while most teens were discovering acne and awkward voice cracks, Adam was uploading guitar content to YouTube like he was trying to be the next Slash. Spoiler, the guitar thing didn't stick. The realization that filming stuff, anything, was way more fun than just doing it. Enter BMX. Suddenly his camera went from strings to spokes, and in 2014, the LZBMX channel was born. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't slick, but it was real. Adam filmed tricks, crashes, and everything in between, giving viewers a front row seat to the kind of chaos that can only come from teenage boys and bicycles. That little BMX channel? It eventually morphed into the high-octane automotive empire we know today, complete with turbocharged builds, track days, and a camera presence that's smoother than most TV hosts. From guitar solos to clutch kicks, welcome to the evolution of Adam LZ. Plot twist, before BMX bikes and drift builds, Adam was basically a fish with a board, aka a wakeboarding junkie. He was this close to going pro. The flips, the tricks, the crazy boat speeds, all in a day's work. But as much as he loved carving across the water like a caffeinated dolphin, wakeboarding came with one major downside. You can't exactly squat up behind a boat unless everyone wants to take turns getting face planted at 25 miles per hour. Adam, being the social creature that he is, craved something more communal, something where his friends could eat pavement with him. So he traded in the wakeboard for a BMX bike and found a crew that crashed, failed, and celebrated together. Well, it led to a camera, a YouTube channel, and a $1 million lifestyle powered by gas, gears, and good old-fashioned friendship. Just because Adam LZ was doing tail whips and turbo swaps doesn't mean he skipped school. Dude actually went to the University of Central Florida, where he majored in business management with a focus on entrepreneurship. Translation? He was learning how to be a boss while becoming one. While most college kids were sleeping through 8 a.m. lectures, Adam was editing videos, answering emails, and plotting his next merch drop. It wasn't just some wall decoration. It helped him build LZMFG, run successful collabs, and navigate YouTube like a shark in the content ocean. It's no coincidence the guy built a brand that's part media empire, part racing team, and part lifestyle movement. Adam didn't just drift cars, he drifted right into a lane that mixed creativity with a cold, hard business sense. He hasn't looked back. Let's get one thing straight. Adam doesn't just show up to drift events, he runs them like a general at war. From grassroots parking lot throwdowns to pro-level smoke shows, he's out there shredding tires and turning every track into a content goldmine. But more importantly, he's building community. He's the guy turning fans into drivers and parking lots into festivals. Whether it's hosting open invites, organizing private sessions, At some point, Adam LZ looked at his BMX bike, gave it a respectful nod, and said, "You've served me well, but it's time to go sideways." And just like that, his YouTube channel took a sharp left, literally wandered into the world of cars. But this wasn't your average, "I got a Mustang, let's do donuts in a parking lot" type of shift. No, Adam went full throttle into the deep end of car culture. Turbo builds, engine swaps, daily vlogs about chasing horsepower, and of course, drifting. He wasn't just showing off shiny toys, he was documenting the blood, sweat, and busted knuckles that come with turning a stock shell into a smoke-spitting beast. And the internet? It ate it up like two Jay-Z fans at a dyno day. His BMX fans stuck around. Car lovers flooded in. And before you knew it, Adam wasn't just a YouTuber. He was the guy to watch if you wanted to see what real car passion looked like, minus the corporate fluff. Now here's where Adam goes from YouTube car guy to certified tire shredding maniac. Formula Drift. The big leagues of controlled chaos, where drivers practically dance with death at 90 miles per hour sideways. Adam didn't just dip his toe in the sport, he cannonballed into it. Suited up, helmet on, and repping his own name like a walking brand, he competed alongside some of the most seasoned pros in the drifting world. And no, he wasn't there to make up the numbers. He was there to prove he belonged. Every event was a chance to show that this wasn't just a hobby. It was obsession turned profession. And while the grid is full of factory-backed teams with million-dollar support, Adam rolled in with YouTube-earned grit and a pit crew built from friends who actually knew how to wrench. It's a real-life underdog story, but with more boost and smoke. Because building cars and melting tires for millions of views apparently wasn't enough, Adam also decided to own the supply chain. Drift HQ isn't just a logo on his car, it's his company. And it's become a mecca for anyone looking to get sideways. Coilovers, roll cages, hydraulic handbrakes, you name it, Drift HQ has it, and Adam helped build it from the ground up. The dude went from ordering parts online to selling them to the very scene that raised him. It's not just business, it's personal. Drift HQ isn't some faceless e-commerce operation. It's run by people who actually drift, build, break, and repeat. Adam basically turned his passion into an empire, helping the next wave of drifters get the gear they need without the shady eBay gamble. That's not just entrepreneurship, that's giving back to the culture that gave him everything. Let's talk about Adam LZ's side hustle that turned into a full-blown empire. Elza MFG. You thought it was just a merch line? Nah, this isn't your average YouTuber slapping their name on a hoodie and calling it a day. LZMFG is the streetwear version of Nitrous. Loud, fast, and built by someone who actually lives the lifestyle. It started with some shirts, maybe a few stickers, and the next thing you know, there's a warehouse, a design team, drops that sell out in minutes, and fans wearing LZMFG gear to drift events like it's a uniform. The brand isn't about hype. It's about that gritty, hands-dirty car culture that Adam embodies. You wear it because you get it. Well, you're probably the type of person who thinks a stock exhaust sounds fine. Now let's talk about his garage, or should we say, his army of automotive chaos. Adam's car collection isn't just some flex for Instagram likes. It's a rolling museum of everything cool, loud, fast, and sideways. We're talking about a pristine Nissan Silvia S15, the kind of JDM unicorn that makes grown men cry. And then he'll jump into a Mustang RTR like he's about to throw down with Vaughn Gittin Jr. The guy's taste is all over the map in the best way possible. Euro builds, Japanese legends, American muscle. If it drifts or makes turbo noises, it probably lives in Adam's garage. And he doesn't just own them, he drives them, modifies them, breaks them, fixes them, and somehow does it all while recording cinematic B-roll that makes you want to sell your soul for coilovers. If there's a Mount Rushmore of car YouTubers, Adam LZ has probably collabed with every single face on it. Cletus McFarland? They've tag-teamed Burnout Contest like it's the automotive version of WrestleMania. Tavarish? Of course. Because what's better than two wrench-wielding maniacs reviving busted supercars? Adam's not just making videos, like he's building a network. These collabs are the Avengers of the car scene. Massive audiences, insane builds, and chaotic energy levels that could power a small city. Every time he links up with another creator, it's not just content, it's content with torque.